And it's interesting that like this is even a question of not only Kendrick but Jack Harlow, like whether or not they flopped. And it's wild because both of them did, you know, over 100,000. And prior to that, like the average rapper, I don't know, they'd be lucky if they did like 40,000.
Right.
So it's just wild how, or it goes to show that we hold every rapper up to their own standards. Like Drake, if he does fucking less than 300, like people are acting like it's an L and shit. So
yeah.
It's wild.
The own standard for sure. So how do you think? So now that we're 3 weeks removed from Jack Harlow, how is that sounding to you?
Honestly, I fucking love Dua Lipa. I still play that song all the time.
Yeah, that's
in the gym.
That's a bang.
Like I've actually seen a lot of people talk shit about that song, saying whatever, but I think it's a smooth track. I think he did his thing on it. Honestly, outside of that, there's maybe like one song on there that I'll tolerate. The rest is just kind of boring to me. It's not bad. It's just I don't like have any interest in any setting to really want to listen to any of the other stuff on there. And I've seen he's been on a crazy interview run, literally a new interview like every 2 days. I don't know if his label
was it pre-album dropping or still like after
still after like okay. It was like a couple before, and then there's been like 7 since. Like he's been on every fucking radio station and platform. I don't know if it's like his team forcing him to do it, but you could see he's like getting tired. He's not like upset or anything. It's just like he's saying, going over the same shit. And I don't know, at this point I feel like the album hype has definitely died down. Like you either love it or you don't at this point. So I'm just really curious what he's gonna do to like redeem himself, because at this point he definitely knows people are talking shit.
Yeah, but I wonder how that like actually seeps into his like thought process when like First Class is still the #1 song in the country. You know what I mean? Like, is he just like, yo, fine, dude, hate it, I don't care. You know what I mean? Or is he actually taking it like personally, like, fuck, that maybe I did flop on this one. So, yeah, bro, I haven't gone back to listen to it. I just have no desire, even though there's been like literally like nothing really coming out since Kendrick shit. Like, that's why I think I've seen myself listening to Kendrick over and over again, because I'm like, yo, what else is there right now?
Same.
But it's funny, I was going on a walk the other day, and one of the neighbors, you know, a white family, whatever, like doesn't matter, but it was just funny, like this little white girl like doing like TikToks, and she had like a tripod set up like for the camera, and then you just hear Jack Harlow like blaring in the background. And I looked at my girl, I'm like, yo, these are the people listen to Jack Harlow. Like this is it. This is it.
And that's the thing is, when we had our episode of a couple weeks ago or whatever, and we were talking about just his career, I have nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with someone having a female fan base or a male one or anything. I think my whole issue was prior to this, his fan base definitely didn't skew female. And from it's the music business. So from a business standpoint, I'm sure Jack is like 90% of the people that are willing to fucking take out a loan to support me are women who find me sexy. Let me make shit for them. And there's nothing wrong with that. But as an original fan, I feel like this new direction just doesn't interest me, or at least he's not doing it in a way that I care, because Drake does it fine.
Right. It's probably just confusing too, because he's so young in his career. And then like to your point, as an original fan, you've seen those interviews in the last year and a half where he's saying he wants to be like the most well-respected rapper in the game. He takes his like bar shit seriously. So it's like, do you though? Because everything from this point on kind of like proves kind of differently. Yeah.
And that's why when you ask if, he cares or not, I think he does, because he doesn't seem like, based on his interviews, that he just wants to like make a lot of money and, be pop commercial or whatever. I feel like he always talks about how he rapped his ass off to like be respected or prove he can rap.
Right. But I get like to our points earlier, like previous episodes, like I don't think anyone's giving this album like, like back in the day on the Source magazine was like the 5 Mic Award, right? The best, no one's creatively saying this is phenomenal body of work. Like that's, I feel at least like across the board, everyone's like, But people do have their, songs here and there that I do fuck with, but that has to fuck with him, bro. Like there's just no way. Like I think he's a genuine dude, and we've seen interviews before him leading up to his album release. I feel like he genuinely wanted to be liked and respected. I just feel like this body of work didn't do it for him.
Yeah, and he's at the like peak of his career and everything, and all of a sudden, he said this shit was like the best album or project he's done or something, and to hear that the fans, or at least the hip hop community, isn't
the hip hop community
is
probably better. Yeah. Because the fans clearly fuck with it, bro. Because it's like his best selling album. That song stays number one because of whatever reason. Like he's still getting bread, which again, at the end of the day, we could say this is his only job. But I don't know. There's certain artists that you put in different spaces, and it just felt like he was gonna be one of those. And then like right now, I'm just like, ooh, maybe you're not. And which again, it's fine, bro. You can still be a star. We're just not an artist who we take fully like serious, bro. Like Flow Rider made a ton of money. Yeah. I just look at Flow Rider in a different way. Yeah. So like, like Jack Harlow,
you're not checking for a Flow Rider album. Like right. At midnight, at least.
Yeah, you're not staying up to exactly. But we're like, for Jack, we currently are. But like, if this is gonna be what to expect, bro, I'd be like, yo, let me know in the morning what's hits, and I'll, peep it. Like I'm not, it's just different, bro. So I think this is definitely a very critical time in his career, like this post-album run going into the new album, because like it could be very different how we look at Jack in like say 2025.
I think his next project and move, at least for the hip hop fans who are on the fence, is probably going to be his most important. Because if he flips some like the Beautiful Girl Sean Kingston song and tries to like make that his next, if he does some shit like that, then like that ship has sailed fucking 200 miles away.